Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Invasion Nation Morning Show, brought to you by yours truly, the Redneck Invasion. Also sponsored in part by Bill Pond Salon. Grand opening this weekend, Saturday, 10 a.m. Be there or be square. I will be there if you want to come hang out with me. I will definitely be there at the Mill Pond Salon Saturday morning. I might even just say piss on it, go do some fishing back there. I had some pretty good luck back there. So also Romaine Berg, they are had for whatever reason out of their fucking mind, but they like to help us out, keep us going. You got any type of business, or you know somebody's got a business, or you work at a business that's having some issues in expansion. You need to get a hold of Romaine Berg. And a special shout out to the couple of people that keep me going, a couple of businesses, Iams Garage in Candy, Minnesota, as well as KJ's Quick Stop. So, top of the morning to you. Who's all rolling up in here? Let me scroll up here. Let's see. Chad, good morning. Jerry, good morning. Matt, good morning. Jay Holland, good morning. Ruger Wife, good morning. Penny, good morning. Let's see here. Penny, good morning. Boss Lady, good morning. Clinton, good morning. Vapor, good morning. Redneck Tech, good morning. Good to see y'all. Look there. Krippner, good morning. And it looks like designed by Terry, good morning. And it looks like Redneck Tech supporters swinging from both sides of the fence. So, Google has definitely come back under fire again. Up in front of Congress, they got some splaining to do. They got some splaining to do, huh? Yeah. Uh, yeah. Congress wants to know what the fuck. Because they're like, if this is seriously what's going on in your office, you're gonna lose that little freedom that little freedom you got. You know, where you get to, as long as you were quote unquote to remain non-biased. Well, you know, when you're making your bias well known, when you're contributing to the what is it? What do they say? 1.3 million or 1.4 million or something like that to the Hillary Clinton campaign directly and nothing to the Trump campaign. That's not exactly bias. When they're being questioned about this report, I can't. If you ever watched these Google execs, I mean, this isn't the first time they've been in front of Congress. If you ever watched these guys in front of Congress, it is absolutely hilarious. Because it's like they've got a robot stuck up their ass or something and they're just talking. I mean, I wonder if these people from Google, are they actual people, or are they like like androids or something? Because it's like you know, thank you, Congress. My department has such and such and such and such. And it's like, what the fuck? Really? I mean, I'm not kidding you. This shit is ridiculous. Rich, good morning. Gus, good morning. Good to see you. Yeah, I hope everything's working better now through Streamlabs. I'm hoping everybody's getting good signal this morning. So this is what happened last night. Instead of doing the night show, uh, I roll up on a convoy of a bunch of rednecks flat towing a truck down Highway 12. Well, of course, I got to get in. It's rehearsed and robotic, extremely robotic. Like, listen, I'm telling you, it's like somebody. It's like literally they're not even real people. It's like there's a microchip stuck up their ass, just big old microchip stuck up there, and they're just talking. Absolutely redunculous. Uh, but here's the best part. Okay, uh, when being questioned about this stuff, because they had such shitty answers and Congress did not get the answers they want, all you do by doing that is piss these guys off. You piss these guys off and you turn around and they're going to start digging more and asking more questions. And yeah, uh, it has been said that if Google keeps going on the road that it's going, they are going to self-destruct. Now, mind you, Google and YouTube are responsible for something like 95% of all searches done in the United States. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I had to go. I had a line of rednecks going down the road and had to help out. And we got the truck known as Grandpa back here, and it's having some electrical issues. So I spent most of the night doing that and trying to help fix that up. And in the meantime, grilling dinner and stuff like that. It was kind of a deal. You know, you guys are family, but I also have family that lives close by here, and these guys are literally family to me. So, um, I you can't not help. And me, my dumbass, I never think to turn my phone on in the process. I think one of the things I'm gonna have to do is learn to get TTS set up because when I get into stuff like that, I wouldn't be able to keep up with your guys' comments unless TTS is going. So maybe I can get together with the Redneck Tech this weekend and we can get something going. Figure out how to get TTS on the phone. He says it's quite the process, so I'm going to have to learn the process. I got to get used to doing that. I really do. I've got to train myself to do that kind of stuff just because of the fact that if I'm going to be a full-time streamer, this is the kind of shit you guys got to see. Because, I mean, it's not like it's just boring. Like, we're just standing around with a couple of wrenches. I mean, literally, there's some nasty shit that goes on. Tech get his views. I think he's just got to get a few more days in, actually. I think he's just got to get a few more days in. So, need days streamed. Yeah. So, what do you need? Like 4 more days or something like that? Well, get a Gmail account, Google Drive, and it's the TTS female voice. It's much better than the male version. Yeah, I've kind of neglected that too. I should be helping out with that because I know he's busy as shit, and I should really be helping out with that. Maybe I'll do that today. What I'll probably do is I'll probably stream tonight's show, both from his and mine, and then I'll get a few of you guys to go over to his, and I'll just keep the phone right in front of me over here, and I can comment on both sides of it. So I can definitely take care of that, help him out with that. So I think that's what I got to do, because I know he's busy as shit, and he can't be streaming the stuff that he's doing because he handles sensitive information. So yeah. I got you, Tech. I need you to be there and be in there and all that fancy shit. So, how come you got the fancy badge and I didn't get the fancy badge? Oh, what do we got going on here? I like it when he pops up YouTube videos. I like the YouTube videos.
A lot of Americans have concerns that big tech media companies and Google
oh,
in
yeah.
particular are engaged in political censorship and bias. As you know, Google enjoys a special immunity from liability under Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. The predicate for that immunity was that Google and other big tech media companies would be neutral public fora. Does Google consider itself a neutral public forum?
Thank you, Senator. Yes, it does.
Okay. Are you familiar with a report that was released yesterday from Veritas that included a whistleblower from within Google, that included videos from a senior executive at Google, and that included documents that are purportedly internal PowerPoint documents from Google?
Yes, I heard about that report in industry news.
Have you seen the report?
No, I have not.
So you didn't review the report to prepare for this hearing?
It's been a busy day, and I have a day job, which is digital well-being at Google. So I'm trying to...
hold on here. I want to point something out in this video. I want to point something out. I have a day job. Basically, we're more important than the United States Congress, so fuck off. That's basically what she just told him. I have a day job that's more important than this bullshit, so fuck off. Nice. Way to piss in Congress's Cheerios. Nice job. Nice job. Way to do that. Here.
For this hearing?
It's been a busy day, and I have a day job, which is digital well-being at Google. So I'm trying to make
I have a day job, and it's been a busy day, and it's digital well-being at Google. Hold on. Imagine standing in front of United States Congress and saying some shit like this.
I have not.
So you didn't review the report to prepare for this hearing?
It's been a busy day, and I have a day job, which is digital well-being at Google. So I'm trying to make sure I keep the
Well,
trains on
I'm
the
sorry,
tracks.
this hearing is impinging on your day job.
It's a great.
Yeah. Thank you for the Father Cheesehead. Greatly appreciate you. Really, you're gonna sit in front of Mr. Cruz of all people. You're gonna sit in front of Mr. Cruz, okay? You're gonna sit in front of Senator Cruz of all people, and you're gonna say some shit like that. This guy is a pit bull. You just fucked up. Now hold on. Let's hold on. One more time. How do you do this?
In industry news.
Have you seen the report?
No, I have not.
So you didn't.
Okay, you were coming to Congress to be questioned about a particular report. USMC, good morning, Jody, good morning. You're coming to Congress to be to answer for a certain report. And what? You're going to be like, I didn't read the report. It's not that long of a report. I've read it. I've also listened to commentary on it. And I promise you I'm working a hell of a lot more than this $1 million a year fucking Yahoo.
Didn't review the report to prepare for this hearing?
It's been a busy day, and I have a day job, which is digital well-being at Google. So I'm trying to make sure I keep the
Well,
trains on
I'm
the
sorry,
tracks.
this hearing is impinging on your day job.
It's a great opportunity. Thank you. I really
Well,
appreciate
one of the
it.
things in that report, and I would recommend people interested in political bias at Google watch the entire report and judge for yourself. There's a video.
Digital
from a woman,
well-being.
Jen Janai. It's a secret video that was recorded. Jen Janai, as I understand it, is the head of, quote, responsible innovation for Google. Are you familiar with Ms. Janai?
Hey, Tech, what the hell is digital well-being? What the hell? And thank you, Vapor. What the fuck is digital well-being? Anybody got a clue? What is digital well-being? And what is so important about it that you or Brian could figure it out? Shit. You can't tell me that digital well-being is so important that you cannot get out in front of Congress and actually read this report. Oh, that's right. Oh, we don't have any knowledge of this report, so we're not liable for the information in it. Well, it's kind of hard being the fact that it's breaking news everywhere. You can't go anywhere without hearing about this report. Mainstream media, everybody, because this is something that pisses people off. You can think, and if Google wants to thank anybody, they could thank their people at Vox. Why? Because people at Vox are the ones who started this whole fucking ball rolling. You know, YouTube, your other company, the company that went through and spent all this money to help Vox get started, MSNBC helping Vox get started, all this shit. There you go. You could thank your little baby company. You want to talk about political bias? How much money did YouTube give somebody like Steven Crowder or Ben Shapiro to start? Or the Daily Wire? How much money did YouTube give them to get started? No, but they handed a couple $1 million to Vox. I mean, they sit around and hug and petting binary codes or what? I have no idea. I couldn't find it. I have no idea. I could not find on Google what digital well-being was. I think this is just somebody who was working in the mailroom who articulated themselves very well, and they just said, here, this is what you have to say. You are responsible for digital well-being.
I work in user experience, and I believe that AI group is somebody we worked with on the AI principles, but it's a big company, and I don't work directly with
So,
Jen.
do you know her or no?
I do not know Jen.
Okay.
Okay. How does she know her? I mean, that's an awfully short name for not knowing somebody. I don't know Jen. Sounds like she knows Jen. I think she's lying. Anybody else think she's lying? Anybody? Anybody? Sounds like she's lying her ass off.
As I understand it, she is shown in the video saying, and this is a quote, Elizabeth Warren is saying that we should break up Google. And like, I love her, but she's very misguided. Like, that will not make it better. It will make it worse. Because all these smaller companies who don't have the same resources that we do will be charged with preventing the next Trump situation.
Boom. Be charged with preventing the next Trump situation. The next Trump situation. Isn't this what Donald Trump was just under investigation for with the Russians and election tampering? I mean, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Then wasn't Donald Trump himself just accused of this shit? Now, see, Google and YouTube and Facebook and other platforms such as those have the freedom to do this stuff because they're supposed to be politically unbiased. It's supposed to be a free platform for everybody's point of view. Unless it is hurting somebody else or hurting themselves, it's supposed to be pretty much wide open.
It's like a small company cannot do that. Do you think it's Google's job to, quote, prevent the next Trump situation?
Thank you, Senator. I don't agree with that. No, sir.
So a different individual, a whistleblower.
Okay, so she doesn't agree with that, but that does not answer if that's Google's standpoint. Okay, does not answer if it's Google's standpoint in this. Notice it's her personal opinion. Well, she doesn't, I mean, she's there supposedly representing the mailroom lady is now representing Google. Thank you very much, Google. All right, Ruger, we'll catch you on the flip side. Yeah. She's supposed to be there representing Google, but she's talking about her own personal belief, which you could tell, yeah, that's not the case.
Identified simply as an insider at Google with knowledge of the algorithm. Is quoted on the same report as saying, Google, quote, is bent on never letting somebody like Donald Trump come to power again.
What did they say? Hold on.
Simply as an insider at Google with knowledge of the algorithm. Is quoted on the same report as saying, Google, quote, is bent on never letting somebody like Donald Trump come to power again. Is an insider at Google with knowledge of the algorithm. Is quoted on the same report as saying, Google, quote, is bent on never letting somebody like Donald Trump come to power again. Is quoted on the same report as saying, Google, quote, is bent on never letting somebody like Donald Trump come to power again.
All right, one more time.
Bent on never letting somebody like Donald Trump come to power again.
Did you hear that? This is somebody who works in the algorithm. This is a computer-generated program. Now, I'm not really smart with the algorithm, but... oh, excuse me. This is somebody who basically says they program... They're continually programming. It's like this. All of a sudden, you type in Trump for president on YouTube or Google, and it brings you to CNN. It brings you to MSNBC. This is what it does. When you type in the more conservative stuff you try to look up, that's what it brings you to. It brings you to the bad media, and you'll hear later on in this video somebody's idiot perspective on it.
Do you think it's Google's job to make sure, quote, somebody like Donald Trump never comes to power again?
No, sir, I don't think that is Google's job. And we build for everyone, including every single religious belief, every single demographic, every single region, and certainly every political affiliation.
Well, I have to say that that certainly does not appear to be the case. Of the senior executives at Google,
Can you tell that Senator Cruz is quite irritated by this time? Can you tell that Senator Cruz is extremely irritated right now? Do you think that Senator Cruz is not going to go out of his way now to make this a mission to fuck with these people? You sat here and petitioned Congress to get all these rights and these freedoms, and now you're just giving them these bullshit answers. They have it on video. They have it on video. They have leaks coming out all over the place.
do you know of a single one who voted for Donald Trump?
Thank you, Senator. I'm a user experience director and I work on Google Digital Wellbeing, and I can tell you we have diverse views,
It's
but
a
I
simple
can't.
question. Do you know of anyone who voted for Trump? Of the
I
senior
definitely
executives
know of people who voted for Trump.
of the senior executives at Google.
I don't talk politics with my workmate.
Is that a no?
Sorry, is that a no to what?
Do you know of any senior executives, even a single senior
Now, I want you to listen really close. He's not stuttering. He's not stuttering. He's not asking an outlandish question. Simply, do you know of anybody of the senior executives of Google, because they sent you here, do you know of any of them that voted for Trump? Good night. Oh, I'm allergic to bullshit, and she's full of it. I mean, seriously. Think of it. Think of it. Okay. Do you know of any? That's all he's asking. Do you know of any? She could simply say, I don't know. No.
executive at the company who voted for Donald Trump?
As the digital well-being expert, I don't think this is in my.
Now she's a digital well-being expert. What the fuck is digital well-being? I still haven't gotten an answer on that. I wish you would have asked her to explain what it is she does, other than sort mail in the mail room.
My purview to comment on
So
political
you don't know that.
affiliation.
That's all right. You don't have to know.
I definitely don't know.
I can tell you what the public records show. The public records show that in 2016, Google employees gave to the Hillary Clinton campaign $1.315 million. That's a lot of money. Care to venture how much they gave to the Trump campaign?
$1.315 million to the Hillary campaign. All right, he just asked the question. How much money did they give to Trump? How much money did they give to Trump? Hurry up, I'll let you guys answer first before I play the rest. How much money? How much money? Oh, yeah. Let's see political bias at its core. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because actions speak louder than words.
I would have no idea, sir.
Well, the nice thing is it's a round number, $0.00. Not a penny, according to the public reports. Let's talk about one of the PowerPoints that was leaked. The Veritas report has Google internally saying, I propose we make machine learning intentionally human-centered and intervene for fairness. Is this document accurate?
Okay, I want you guys to look at this. It says, I propose we, as in Google, make machine learning intentionally human-centered and intervene for fairness. Okay? This is called election tampering. This is called tampering. This is exactly why they have the freedoms that they have. Why places like Facebook? Now, mind you, Facebook is up on this. When you have goofy anti-Maxine coming up there, okay, she maintains well-being of the boss's digit. Okay, when you have crazy anti-Maxine standing up there saying, we need to go after Facebook because this is fucked up, And when they say, we need to go after, and when you've got Elizabeth Warren saying, we need to go after Google, these are two of the most outrageous people. And you're talking a platform that is trying to do something to help them out. And they're like, oh no, this is too much. This is too much. Let's take the focus off the fact that we just fucked up really bad trying to go after Donald Trump. Let's get Google. Let's get him.
Thank you, sir. I don't know about this document, so I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to
Now, how, again, she says, I don't know about this document. Again, I want to point out the fact, how the fuck do you come to Congress knowing that it is about this document? And notice he said the people at Google better get familiar with it because we're coming. He said that previously. You better get to know this because they're calling down a lot of people from Google. All you've done by sending this, by making a mockery of Congress, is you've done pissed them off. You've really just pissed them off. So now they're going to want to talk to everybody in every fucking department, all the way up to the CEO. They're going to want to talk to everybody. That's all you've done. You've opened a can of worms. I know what digital well-being is. She hands out the pot on Google for people to smoke and see if they feel good about making binary codes.
respond to the committee in writing afterwards as to whether this PowerPoint and the other documents that are included
Wait a minute,
in the
what was
Veritas
that?
report. Respond to the committee in writing.
I don't know about this document, so I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to respond to the committee in writing afterwards as to whether this PowerPoint and the other documents that are included in the Veritas report, whether those documents are accurate. And I recognize that your lawyers may want to write explanation. You're welcome to write all the explanation that you want, but I also want a simple, clear answer. Is this an accurate document that was generated by Google?
Did you hear that? Now, mind you, last year, Google was up in front of Congress based on the stuff being accused of working with China and creating a censored search engine. Okay, he said, I want a very clear answer. He says, I know your lawyers are going to muck you out all up. They're going to muck you out all up. They're going to fuck it all up, but I want a clear answer. She's sitting in front like, look at her. She's like, fuck. Yeah. And when Congress says you better have clear documents, we want to know your standpoint. Because we're going to get everybody involved. You're now coming under, basically what he's forewarning them is you're coming under congressional investigation. You sat here and petitioned Silicon Valley. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. You just sat here and you petitioned all this shit to get all these freedoms and all this stuff. Uh-oh. You done fucked up now. Yeah, and all he said is, I want a clear answer. You could put explanations in there all you want. All I want's a clear answer.
Do you agree with the sentiment expressed in this document?
No, sir, I do not.
Yeah, it seems like, fuck it, I'm just going to the end of this shit. I've had enough of this dumbass.
Let me read you another, also in this report. It indicates that Google, according to this whistleblower, deliberately makes recommendations if someone is searching for conservative commentators, deliberately shifts the recommendation, so instead of recommending other conservative commentators, it recommends organizations like CNN or MSNBC or left-leaning political outlets. Is that occurring? Recommendation, so instead of recommending other conservative commentators, it recommends organizations like CNN or MSNBC or left-leaning political outlets. Is that occurring? Recommends organizations like CNN or MSNBC or left-leaning political outlets. Is that occurring? Recommending other conservative commentators. It recommends organizations like CNN or MSNBC or left-leaning political outlets. Is that
Did you just hear that? Relates content. Ted Cruz just putting it out there. I notice it all the time. I go through this all the time. Unless I look up a subscription directly and go through there. Oh yeah, it uh same reason we never get shown, because we are labeled conservative. I don't identify as conservative. I don't identify as Democrat. Okay? I'm simply a blue collar man who votes for whoever's best going to represent him. Unfortunately, when you talk about things like the Green New Deal and taking 90% of my tax money, it's hard to me to get on the other side of the fence right now. I mean, I don't even want to look over that motherfucker, because every time you look over there, it's covered full of illegal immigrants and more tax money going down the shitter. I don't even want to look over there. But unfortunately, because of what I do for a hobby, which is social media, I have to look over there. And every time I look over there, it just reminds me of this a toilet full of, you know what it reminds me of? A damn porta potty that ain't been cleaned out in about 3 months. That's what it reminds me of. Every time I look over at the Democrat side of the fence, it just reminds me of a porta potty that ain't been cleaned out in 3 months. That's seriously what it is.
Occurring?
Thank you, sir. I can't comment on search algorithms or recommendations given my purview as the digital well-being lead. I can take that back to my team, though.
This is like, what is this, the 4th or 5th time she's iterated that she's the digital well-being lead? What the fuck is a digital well-being lead? People are going to be asking that question. I bet you Google the videos we watching. What? Go to it now? What do we got?
A lot of Americans have concerns that big tech media companies, and Google in particular, are engaged
you just
in
redid
political
it. All right.
censorship and bias. As you know, so is it part of digital well-being for search recommendations?
Make sure y'all share that video.
Reflect where the user wants to go rather than deliberately shifting where they want to go?
Thank you, sir. As a user experience professional, we focus on delivering on user goals. So we try to get out of the way and get them on the task at hand.
So a final question. One of these documents that was leaked explains...
They did the user goals. So when I'm looking up Steven Crowder and you're bringing me to Vox, how is that my user goal? When I'm looking up somebody like Steven Crowder or Judge Janine or whoever, how is bringing me to someplace like Vox or CNN or MSNBC, how is that my user goal? Why wouldn't you bring me to the stations that they're on? Huh? Why wouldn't you bring me to the stations that they're on? But no, you're going to bring me somebody's commentary of them. You know, the funny part is I just did something on a, I just did a YouTube search right after I'd first seen this video, and I said Congress or Google versus Congress. And all I got was a shit ton of CNN. A shit ton of CNN is what I got.
What Google is doing, and it has a series of steps. Training data are collected and classified. Algorithms are programmed.
Yes, dear. Okay.
And media are filtered, ranked, aggregated, and guaranteed, and that ends with people, parentheses, like us, are programmed. Does Google view its job as programming people with search results?
Thank you, Senator. I can't speak for the whole entire company, but I can tell you that we make sure...
Excuse me, you are there representing the entire company. You're supposed to be speaking for the entire company. If you can't speak for the entire company of Google, what the fuck are you doing there? My wife is down here trying to tell me my lunch is ready as I'm going through a video and have sound going through my headphones. And yeah, Welcome to doing a morning show at home.
Sure that we put our users first in our design.
Well, I think these questions raise very serious
They put their users first in their designs. Steven Crowder, who has one of the largest conservative YouTube followings, they're putting him first. Ben Shapiro, they're putting him first. I mean, seriously? You demonetized him. You've allowed one of your users to attack your advertisers with no censorship. And you've allowed them to direct target, call for physical violence. You've allowed them to call for doxing. Vox has done all these things. Carlos Maza is one of the biggest people for this. You've allowed Black Lives Matters and their representatives to call for violence. But then you get somebody like me who opposes it, and they take all my shit down after you made your money on it. Just saying.
These documents raise very serious questions about political bias at the company.
Thank you, Senator Cruz.
Okay. So you've seen that, right? You've seen that. He said, this creates very serious questions because this is one of the things, this is one thing that all members of Congress were worried about, was political bias when they gave these companies this freedom. Do you know not one of those companies, not Facebook, nor Google or YouTube or any of them, had kicked back any money to the Republican side of this? I think it was like $1.something trillion, $1.3 trillion so far they've contributed to the Democratic side of this. Surprised YouTube didn't pull the video down. Yeah. Look at this. Now I see Fox News. Let's see if this happens again. Maybe they changed this since I looked it up yesterday. Look at this. Look at this. CNN, BBC News, BBC News, MSNBC. Seriously, this is what it is. Y'all think I'm kidding. I don't ever look up CNN. Never. I never look up CNN. Let's go down here. Let's see. Oh, look at this. We even got Stephen Colbert. And we're all the way down to Facebook. Not a single Fox. I mean, you've got people on here I've never even heard of. People I've never even heard of. I'm just telling you. This is exactly what they're talking about. This is what they're talking about. You go from CNN, okay? You go from CNN to BBC News. Two of the most anti-Trump news sources out there. Huh. Imagine that.
Welcome back to Tucker Carlson Tonight, live from Tokyo, Japan, ahead of the president's visit and our interview at the G20 summit in Osaka. Back in America, a tech story that might seem insignificant, but is not. In fact, it may determine what happens in the next presidential election, very well may. A Google whistleblower has come forward to describe his company's plans to remake the American political landscape. Google, of course, is the most powerful company in the world. So when an anonymous whistleblower comes forward, in this case telling Project Veritas that Google is using internal algorithms to shape what Americans see online, and by extension what they think, you better take it seriously.
Fairness is a dog whistle. It does not mean what you think that it means, and you have to apply doublethink in order to understand what they're really saying. And what they're really saying about fairness is that they have to manipulate their search results so that it gives them their political agenda that they want. And so they have to rebias their algorithms so that they can get their agenda across.
That's the
It's all the way up,
definition of
Tech.
propaganda, again, being perpetuated by the single most powerful company in the history of the world. This is not surprising to viewers.
Did you understand what he just said? They're changing the way that their search results work to create political bias. So if you just type in Donald Trump for president, it's going to bring you, now mind you, they say, Congress has gone out as far as saying, if you don't want negative press, don't do bad things. Well, the problem is if all Google brings you to, or YouTube brings you to, is the bad press, of course it's going to get more views than the good stuff. That's the way it works. That's what it does. But if that's all that's put in front of you, what are you going to watch? This is why so many of the millennial generation is uneducated when it comes to actually the things that Donald Trump is doing. Because they believe in the same old rhetoric, oh, he's racist. They believe in the same old rhetoric that, oh, that you know, he's just a warmonger. That he's anti-gay. That he's just about putting money in his pocket. And that's why they don't want to hear the facts. Thank you, Google. Your plan is working. You've made America dumber. Way to go.
Viewers of this show, James Dorn was fired for Google for his political views, his totally conventional, moderate political views, and then came on this show to describe the culture at Google. Watch this.
There are definitely some political biases within Google that I was trying to shed light on in the document, and that they affect many parts of the business, and, for example, who they do business with and what type of content they create. And I really think that those political biases need to be addressed.
It's not just whistleblowers.
Okay, here's the thing. I would like to see Congress go after Google, take guys like, go after Google, Facebook, and all these politically biased platforms, and go after them and say, why are you still, if you're not paying them, why are you still running ads on their stuff? Why did you not pay them? One video we figured out that Facebook made over $60,000 off of me. Over $60,000. Just one of my videos. 60 grand. I think now with my last video, of Google's finally agreed that they're going to pay me 9 cents. 9 cents. I would like to see Congress go back and issue that these companies, and they can afford it, that they issue back pay for all these people they demonetized that did not violate their standards or terms or conditions. Google, YouTube, Facebook, all these places. I would love to see that. I would love to see Congress put their foot down and do this. But let's keep going here. Let's find out how much more of all the shit that I've been saying that everybody's telling me that I'm lying. Everybody keeps saying, oh, you're just doing it to make money. You're jumping platforms to make money. I don't know. I've been on, 6 different platforms for how many years and haven't gotten $1. I come over to Twitch. So far, so good. They've left us alone. Scared to apply for partner, I qualify. Because if I get audited and all of a sudden they say, oh my God, he's a Trump supporter, that's my biggest fear. That is what I fear. on any platform that I go on because I support our commander-in-chief, our president, voted in by the people. Okay? That is my biggest fear. And that's what happens. That's what happens on a lot of platforms to me. This is why this is their excuse to demonetize me. Yeah, we shouldn't be. Yeah, and that's honestly what it is. That is honestly 100% what it is. All right, Roar, welcome to the Invasion Nation Morning Show.
Oh, yeah!
So, and that's honestly what it is. That's 100% what it is. My fear is the fact that if I go through and I apply for partnership, which they then turn to audit my channel, and they come after me and they say, hey, this guy's a Trump supporter. Get him. That's my biggest fear. So, and now you guys are seeing why. You guys are seeing why firsthand. It's now coming out in Congress. Now maybe after 5 years, people will start believing me. Maybe people will start believing what I'm saying when I tell them that I get shut down on Facebook, that I can't read your comments, that I can't read the stuff that you're posting up there. I get put in Facebook jail for 30 days for commenting on some stuff. I don't dare type Donald Trump into anything. Good night.
Excuse me. Hidden camera footage obtained by Project Veritas shows a conversation with a woman called Jen Janai. Her Google title is Head of Responsible Innovations in the Global Affairs Department. In that video, Janai says that Google is working specifically on products to make certain that Donald Trump does not win another election. Quote, we're also training our algorithms, like if 2016 happened again, would the outcome be different? People were not putting that line in the sand, that they were not saying that what's fair and what's equitable. So we're like, well, we're a big company, we're going to say it. In other words, we're going to try and affect the outcome of the 2020 presidential campaign. Janai goes on to blast Elizabeth Warren's proposal to break Google up into two companies. Why? Check out this reasoning. Quote, all these smaller companies who don't have the same resources that we do will be charged with preventing the next Trump situation. It's like a small company cannot do that. Huh. So using a company's dominance on the internet to sway the outcome of an election, that's their plan. There should be a term for what Janai is describing. Turns out there is a term. It's a term you've heard constantly from talking heads on television for more than 2 years. It's called hacking an election. Google wants to hack our election. They're saying that out loud. As we've been told over and over again by CNN and the Washington Post and the New York Times and all the other propagandists, hacking an election is very bad. At minimum, it warrants a multi-year investigation by law enforcement agencies. And yet, it's happening now. The Washington establishment has said they want to prevent election interference, but of course that's a lie.
I want to point something out, and Tech, you just put it right out there. That is treason. That is treason. That is punishable by death. That is death. Treason is supposed to be punished by death in this country. You want to talk about old school? When you're tampering with elections? Yeah. How's it okay to get away with all they do? They went to Congress many years ago when they started up and claimed that they were going to be an unbiased platform or an unbiased place for people to express their views. Facebook, all these guys, all these big companies went to do that very thing. And they've gotten away with it, but now they're proving themselves to be very biased by their campaign contributions, by their lobbyists, and everything else. Well, now it's coming to a full head of steam. See, this is the backfire. This is the backfire when you start promoting all this shit about these investigations about Trump and Russian collusion and being involved in elections. This is the backfire of it. When nothing is found, when nothing is proven, okay, well, let's start looking at other sources. Let's see what happens. And now you done fucked up because Democrats are under fire for their bullshit investigation and $30 million wasted on a bullshit investigation. They're under fire, so now they've got to get the approval of the people because, whoa, shit, we're coming up on election season. We're coming in within a year, just over a year of election. And if we want to at least maintain some power in the House or in Congress or in the Senate, We've got to make the people happy, because right now the people are extremely pissed at you. They think you're bullshit. And especially somebody like Elizabeth Warren, who's trying to get herself up there. Nancy Poop Lucy and all these people are trying to get their shit up there to be able to maintain and keep their jobs. They're going to do something that's going to appease the people.
They just want to make sure they control the elections. That's their only goal. That's why they're not attacking the real source of election interference, which is Silicon Valley. Google, Facebook, and their ilk, they have far more political power than Russia ever has or ever will have. No serious person doubts that. But the people in charge of our country don't care about any of that, because when Google meddles in an election, Democrats benefit. By the way, if you want to find that video, you can't access it on YouTube. Google took it down. That's not surprising. You can already be tossed off of YouTube and Facebook if you decide they're using speech you don't like. They'll accuse you of hate speech, whatever that means. Now they can toss you off their sites just for putting up videos that make you look bad.
I want to point something out. There's no legal definition for hate speech in America because of our Constitution. Our Constitution supports the freedom of speech. It is a right. Riff Track supporter, welcome to the Invasion Nation Morning Show. Okay. Is the swamp draining yet? No. 2020, we might see a drastic shift in power. Yeah. Well, I mean, seriously, this shit's getting absolutely ridiculous.
They probably won't be banning any DNC videos. Oh, yeah! Videos anytime soon, you can be certain of that. Meanwhile, this week, Ravelry, a knitting social networking website with 8 million members, banned all explicit support for Donald Trump, and only for Donald Trump. And they got away with it. And because they have gotten away with it, other platforms almost certainly will do the same thing. All of this is going on flagrantly in public, but most Republicans haven't even responded to it. They haven't reacted at all. As soon as the 2016 election was over, the press and big tech openly began plotting on how to control the narrative in 2020, which is another way of saying control the election outcome in 2020, and using the scapegoat of fake news as an excuse to control the public discourse. Republicans were in charge of Congress at the time. They did nothing. The White House commands a vast regulatory apparatus. They've sat motionless and done nothing. The only Republican who seems even interested at all in the subject and keeping big tech in check at all is new Senator Josh Hawley. He just introduced a bill that would force tech companies to act as genuinely open platforms in order to receive valuable regulatory benefits. That's the deal. They're violating the deal. Nobody else seems to care. Passing Hawley's bill does not seem to be a conservative priority, though. No one in Congress is talking about it. That's a big mistake. Successful political parties look out for their supporters and for the public at large and protect them from harm. Republicans, meanwhile, are sitting in a stupefied fog of libertarianism, doing nothing while their ideas are suppressed and their supporters are silenced. One day they'll look up and find they have no supporters at all. Who will be to blame for that? Only themselves.
You want my opinion? Well, you may not want it, but you're on my show, so you're going to get my opinion anyways. Listen to this. If Congress, if the American political society in and of itself wants to win back the trust of the American people, wants to win back the American people in a whole, you want to know why Donald Trump is singularly more happy or more supported than any other one person in Congress? Because he's not a congressman. He's not a politician. He has displayed nothing but a genuine love for this country. Plain and simple. He has gone after the countries he could do business with when he's done being a president. He has not a fuck to give. He is about America. It's not about the title for him. It's about making and keeping America great. Okay? Now you want to look. You want to continue to look. Now, mind you, Facebook has been under serious scrutiny because of the Russians' involvement through Facebook and creating fake accounts and things like that, and the money that Facebook accepted to run these ads. Okay, so they're under scrutiny for that. But if the American Congress wants to become in a good sight of the people, if they want to become in favor, because let's face it, Congress right now, both Democrat and Republican side, the American people really just don't like them. They've got certain people that they get behind because of, their ethnicity or their, just their outlandish views, or maybe because they're just hot. I don't know. But the American people overall, they distrust Congress more than they do a lawyer or a used car salesman right now. Never used to be that way when I was growing up. Your senators and your congresspeople were somebody of prestigious position. But if they went through and they held all these platforms accountable, and people say, oh, it's just because you don't like Obama, you're saying all this. And no, it's because during the Obama administration, these people thrived. Companies like Google, Facebook, and places like that, because they could go in and come in under the hate speech platform, which there's no legal definition for, by the way. There is no legal definition for hate speech whatsoever. So you come in and say, well, we're claiming hate speech. Simply because you get on there and somebody like me who does not agree with gender identity, I believe if you were born with a penis, you were a male. If you were born with a vagina, you were a female. I don't care how you feel otherwise, how you identify. If you display those characteristics, same with any human biologist in this country, okay, that is what it is. So Congress wants to earn the trust of the American people back. You need to make these people declare that they are a platform. You need to make these people declare the fact that they are an unbiased platform, and you need to hold them to it. You need to remonetize the people that have been demonetized. People like me who are supposed to get paid according to their standards and did not get paid should definitely be getting called. Then we have Caitlyn Jenner in the middle. Well, Caitlyn Jenner, that's the thing. Caitlyn Jenner is officially a female. Has no penis. None. Got it whacked off. In the literal sense. It's like, what did your wife do to you? Make you flip over. No, just kidding. Anyways, we're up on our coffee break, y'all. We're actually 3 minutes past it. So get them coffee break emojis up there. Let's go. Blow up the chat. Do it. Make it happen. I'm the argument finisher. Wow. What the fuck? It's Wednesdays. Everybody sleep. I know it's hump day, but come on. Holy shit. Yeah. People who didn't tune in this morning, they're missing out huge. Finishing chili honey. I don't care. You're supposed to be in here blowing this shit up. It's coffee break time. All right, y'all. We'll be right back.
Some call me a sinner for the things I've done. Born with a heart of stone, fast with a gun. I'm here to get mine, then I'll leave this town. If you're standing in my way, I'll cut you down. You can't tame me. you're standing in my way, I'll cut you down. You can't tame. Some call me a sinner for the things I've done. Born with a heart of stone, fast with a gun. I'm here to get mine, then I'll leave this town. If you're standing in my way, I'll cut you down. You can't tame. Some call me a sinner for the things I've done. Born with a heart of stone, fast with a gun. I'm here to get mine, then I'll leave this town. If you're standing in my way, I'll cut you down. You can't tame.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Invasion Nation Morning Show, brought to you by yours truly, Redneck Invasion. Also brought to you by Mill Pond Salon and Romaine Berg. Check them out when you get a chance. Don't forget to check out the redneckinvasion.org store, as well as our other social media platforms. We have Facebook, we have YouTube. Right now we're up to 500 subscribers on YouTube. We need about 500 more, and we need a lot more viewing hours. So, yeah. Anyways, also quick shout out to KJ's Quick Stop and Iams Garage for keeping me rolling every day. Greatly appreciate them. So, that being said, did y'all hear that? Yeah. She must have watched a lot of videos for that one. Oh. Yeah. So, yeah. If you could, go over to our the Redneck Invasion YouTube channel. Check it out. Watch the videos. Yeah, we need a lot of viewing hours over there and a lot more. Yeah, wake up. So, the question then, in turn, now becomes, with these deals, we know it's out there. We've seen Senator Cruz getting extremely irritated and basically saying, y'all better get your shit together because you're coming in. And here's the thing. I know that these guys have all been in front of Congress before and being questioned about this stuff, but they've been able to play it off. But now you have a leaked report with actual evidence that it's being done. You know, my favorite is on the Democrat side. Some of them will say, oh, look, if you got bad press, that's what happens. Don't do things that get you bad press. Well, listen here. When all they're putting out in front of you is the bad press, what do you think people are going to click on? This is something that Google controls. This is something YouTube controls. This is something Facebook controls. Fool me once, don't twice, say Cruz. Yeah. And the fact that you make a mockery of Congress by sending somebody in there that doesn't know shit, hasn't read the report, nothing. It was basically standing there giving robot answers. What did she say? She was the head of user experience or something like that? The lead in user experience? I mean, I don't know what the fuck that is, but hey. Can we Google that again? I think I Googled it yesterday and I couldn't get anything. Google Experience Glass Door. When did they post this up? Let's see. Customer Experience Lab, 68 to 91,000. That's great, but what do they do? I'll go down this wormhole. Fuck it. Well, they've got the Experience Lab. Tells you what it qualifies. You got to have a associate's or science degree or technical area because equivocal to practical experience. 7 years of work experience and 1 year of experience in people management. 3 years of work experience in digital advertising products. Somebody get the fucking tech on the phone. I found him a job. He can go work for Google. Hell, he's got more qualifications than this bitch does. I'm telling you. Go in there and make a mockery of Congress. Are you kidding me? Somebody get the tech on the phone, huh? Tech, I got you a job right here at Google. About the job. G-Tech's products and tools operations team. Look, it doesn't even tell you anything. Maybe I should put in an application. Do you think they'll hire me? I mean, seriously, look at this. Okay, so here it is. Look, they're actually hiring for. They probably fired her. All right, little Miss Airhorn, thank you.
Making them dirt road dollars, way out yonder, having them holler.
Maybe I should get a job with Google. Do you think they'll hire me? I got 7 years work experience. I definitely got more than a year of people management. 3 years work experience in digital advertising products. Digital advertising products. Digital advertising products. Let's see here. Social science and market research with understanding of strengths and limitations of different qualitative research methods. Develop storytelling, written and verbal communication skills. Look, it doesn't say anything about keyboarding. Fuck, I'm in. I'm in. Huh? I'm in. I qualify for this job, believe it or not. I actually qualify for this job. This is fucked up. They must have fired her after yesterday. Too bad they don't show you when this job was posted. I'm going to Cali. Not a very good descriptive thing. But I can make between $68,000 and $91,000 a year doing it. This is who they send to represent. She's making between $68,000 and $91,000 a year, and that's who they put in front of Congress. Wow. Oh, what does Dr. Zigzag got going on up here?
Are you guys going skiing? You guys going skiing today? I can ask people questions, bro.
Not in there.
Don't put
Not
your
in there.
hand on me.
Not in there.
Don't put your hand
I'm
on
just
me.
saying, what's
Don't
up?
put your hand on me. You put your hand on me again, it's gonna be a
Don't go in
problem.
there. No, what's gonna be a problem is
No,
when you
that's
walk
gonna be
in
a
there. That's
problem.
gonna be a problem.
That ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. Why? There shouldn't be a problem. This is America. I should be able to talk and walk wherever I want, right? Isn't that what you guys stand for? For the freedom and no government and all that bullshit, right?
No, we're building a
Right?
wall.
Right?
We're building a wall. You don't understand.
But you don't weigh enough, little boy. You're underage, dude. You're underage. Hey, somebody get this child out of my face, please.
Motherfucker.
Hey, so anyways,
you got your.
hey, don't touch me. Hey, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, fuck boy. Let's go. Let's go, pussy. Let's go. Let's go.
Bam! Get him! Get him! Get him! You got the wrong one. We got a fighter. Get him! Get him, son! Damn! That's what I'm talking about. Redneck 2026. Hell yeah, I'll do it. Bet me I won't. I get enough money and support and campaign contributions. Bet me I won't run for president. Bet me I won't make some noise.
Hey guys, it's Fleckus. This week we're in El Paso, Texas. Hey guys, it's Fleckus. This week we're in El Paso, Texas. We're here to crowdsource some funds, get the
You
wall
should ask
built
for
on
consent
private
before
property.
taking photographs
Let's find
of
out how
people.
we, the American people,
Aren't you guys
can get this wall
anarchists?
built before this talks.
Consent is still a part of the anarchy. You think rape
Oh
is
shit.
okay in
I'm
anarchism? Are you
sorry.
that fucking stupid? Get the fuck out of here. Leave. Now.
My
Or
bad.
be dealt.
I thought I got out of that
Or be
last
dealt
video.
with.
I did not. Now let me give you all the full video.
Hey guys, it's Fleckus. This week we're in El Paso, Texas for the Wallathon. We're here to crowdsource some funds to get the wall built on private property. Let's find out how we, the American people, can get this wall built. Fleckus Talks.
Over here's El Paso, Texas. They have a wall. That's a pretty good wall, but it just kind of stops. Now, one of the barriers is supposed to be the Rio Grande River, but you can see that it's pretty passable. What happened is that they thought that this was basically impassable. In the old days, it used to be. Remember, the cartels have made a business of this. So the cartels are running both drugs through here and particularly people. Remember, sex trafficking and human trafficking is a higher margin business for the cartels than even drugs. And so what drove this as being kind of a highway for the cartels was the fact that they saw this as it didn't have a wall.
The Corps of Engineers said that we could never build this. It wasn't economically feasible or just not possible, and it didn't stop enough trafficking. Well, we stopped 8,000 people to 30,000 people a month. 400 people a night were coming through here on average. There were 19 footpaths. There are now no longer any footpaths. We cut off 19 drug trails from the Sinaloa cartel. It's over, it's done. There have been no crossings in 24 days.
The one thing about this wall, it's helping people in Mexico as much as helping people in the United States. The people in Mexico are being terrorized by these cartels.
But the wall won't do shit.
We're more at war, I think, with the cartels here in the United States than we are with the Taliban in Afghanistan. And I say that as a Navy veteran that thinks our troops over there are doing a tremendous
Morning,
job.
crazy lady
Right
from the
here,
farm.
We've got the cartels are every bit as bad as the Taliban as far as trying to destroy the United States of America. And so we're helping the people in Mexico because this basically breaks the cartels.
We're going over to the sister side now, which is Anapra, where the wall that was built in '91 comes to an end, and they're funneling through that by the thousands.
Before they started construction of the wall, before they showed up, I was catching between 50 and 150 illegals a day.
What did you do? What was the protocol once you got them?
I make them sit down. I don't force them. I don't put my hands on them or anything like that. But I make them wait, and I call Border Patrol. Border Patrol comes and picks them up.
Here's the end of the wall, guys. Nothing to stop anybody. Fences and walls, whatever you want to call it, work. You're not going to stop everybody. We're not trying to stop everybody. This is a deterrent for the masses. The masses are what's going to destroy the country. It's as simple as that.
They would come through, they would steal, they would vandalize. I've had tires slashed. They've tried to kill my dog. They've thrown rocks at me. They've thrown rocks at her. I caught a guy one day trying to kill her with a piece of pipe. I bought a 10-foot by 20-foot canopy one day so I could sit out and watch my daughter ride her bike around. I had it 4 hours. Bought a grill that same summer. We had it 2 weeks, and it all went across the border. They physically attack us. As I was telling you before, they throw these rocks and people don't see a problem with that. What they don't realize is how big these rocks are. I've got a scar on my shin the size of a grapefruit from one of these rocks.
What are some of the experiences you've had with people maybe coming across, or what have you seen that's really kind of blown your mind?
Well, the first night blew my mind. And I was used to it. I wasn't used to it at that scale. When the equipment started to come in on night number 2, it went down to 270 people. Night number 3, it went to 70. Night number 4 was at 30, and then we've had no intrusions since then. Nobody's crossed our area. The worst couple of things, catching 7 Syrians at the gate before we put up the gate and the wall, that really is bad. What are Syrian nationals doing coming through the Mexican border? They're not coming to kiss your sister.
So many of these criminals are deported.
Nationals doing coming through the Mexican border and the wall, that really is bad.
All right.
The worst couple of things, catching 7 Syrians at the gate before we put
7 Syrian nationals coming through the Mexican border. 7 Syrian nationals. Terrorists. Mainstream media doesn't want you to hear this shit. Mainstream media does not want you to hear this. Okay? CNN does not want you to hear this. MSNBC, NPR. Nobody wants you to hear this shit. This is the truth. These are the people that are on the border every single day. These are the people on the border every single day. There's YouTube videos galore of people being attacked. families on the border towns being hospitalized because they got cartel people coming into their houses and threatening them, saying, you're not moving. You're not doing anything. You're not moving. Plain and simple. All right? And that's all it is. You're going to sit here. My people are going to come through here, and you're going to sit here and keep your mouth shut. Fox has been saying it for years. But nobody wants to listen to Fox. Matter of fact, I just bought a brand new phone. I bought a Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. Guess what it gives me for a free app? Guess what? No, guess what app is preloaded on my phone? Anybody want to guess? Yeah. Well, Tech knows he's got one. I got the Communist News Network. Free on my phone. App right there, ready to go. Wants me to register my information. You know what I did? I didn't accept it. I downloaded Fox News. Sure is funny. So, but yeah, with that being said, know this, okay? These are the people that are down there every single day. Notice he said foot traffic was eliminated everywhere. 19 spots where they crossed, and not a single bit of foot traffic. These are private people raising money to build walls across their properties. These are people raising money to build walls across their own property. And these contractors are out there doing it as cheap as they can possibly do it. They're like, fuck yeah, we got you. The government wants you to claim that. And here's the thing. It shouldn't be up to the people who don't live on the border. In my opinion, it's none of their damn business. This is the problem. Okay? This is the problem when you have entire governments getting involved in state business. You ask the border states, you got Arizona declaring a state of emergency. They're running out of money. People are pouring in there at an all-time rate. Yuma, Arizona used to be the number one port for drugs coming in. Now what? They start building walls, and look, it goes down by 80-something%. It's almost completely eliminated. I think it's up in the 90% right now. I don't remember. I have to look it up again. But seriously, these are the people that live here. This should be their choice. I shouldn't have a say in this. I support the wall. Fuck yeah, if they need it, build it. Because now the shit's bleeding my way. But you're talking 7 Syrian nationals. This man just said they just caught through the border wall. They're not friendly to the United States. They're not here seeking asylum.
Put up the gate and the wall. That really is bad. What are Syrian nationals doing coming through the Mexican border? They're not coming to kiss your sister.
So many of these criminals are deported, and the position I'm in and the stories that I hear that's not on mainstream media is some of these criminals have come back 7, 8, 13, 16, 27 times, and they've killed another American citizen. This is why this is so important.
Over here is Juarez, Mexico. That's one of the most dangerous cities in the world. And it's become dangerous over the last few years because of the cartels. The cartels have made this one of the most dangerous, murder capitals. I think it's 36th or 37th in the world on per capita homicides, and the cartels basically run the city today.
People have to wake up. I mean, the country, you have to do something. The government's inept. The Congress, Pelosi, Schumer, and both sides of the aisle in reality aren't doing a thing about this. Nothing. So the people have to.
There's so much danger. I mean, I've got a daughter. She used to come out here and spend weekends with me, but in the last 3 or 4 months, she's been out here 2 or 3 times. It's just not safe to even have my daughter out here. This is American soil. You shouldn't have to live like this in America.
That if we don't do something, the nation's going to fail. It won't be here. And that's the way it's headed. We're not servants, we're free people. We're the last free nation on the planet. The worst thing about all this, the drugs are killing the children. the women, and this is, I don't even know if you can put it on tape, but there's not one woman that crosses this border older than 11 years old that doesn't get raped. And when I say raped, I don't mean just raped by a 16-year-old kid. I mean 20, 30 guys. It's disgusting. It's disgraceful.
Illegal aliens are from every country in this world. This is about people being illegally present in our country, ignoring our immigration laws. It's all about our politicians not fighting for the sovereignty of our country and protecting American citizens. My son became collateral damage in this political fight in Washington of their hate for our president and not wanting to get something done.
The Democrats don't want to fix this problem, and the rest of the country, they don't see it for what it really is. I can give you numbers all day long, and that means nothing. The people that are against this wall and think this is racist, they need to come here and look and see for themselves. This has nothing to do with race. This has to do with a sovereign nation rights.
President Trump is been fought by everybody, by the establishment, the established order, the establishment Republicans, the Democrats. He's now, they're tied up in the courts. They're trying to build, I think, 800 miles of wall. I think there's 1,200 miles that have to be built, 800 miles of wall. They're actually building as we speak. There's certain areas and private property that are not included in the government's program. That's where we're like special forces. We're doing those niches that has been overlooked by the government because they're building wide swaths of wall, which they need to build, and they need to build as rapidly as possible. This is just to augment President Trump and the government's program, but you'll see in areas where they don't think it can be built, we can get private property, and we can, if we continue to get donations, right? We got $24 million in the first couple of months. We spent about 6 to 8 here. We've got much more we want to build on the other side to connect. We want to build up this wall. Plus, we've got about 10 other projects in places like Texas, Arizona, California, and New Mexico. And so we're going to try to build as much as we can. More money we raise, the more wall we can build.
The biggest thing that got me is I become friends with the angel families and angel parents. When you sit with someone who's had their son killed by a drunk driver, or had their son shot in the face because he couldn't count change fast enough, killed by illegals, it'll change the entire way you feel.
On May 12, 2014, my son was driving home from work, and a drunk repeat.
All right, Fishing, Hunting, Gaming Chick coming in with a rating party of 7. Thank you very much.
He had driven over 35 miles the wrong way on the freeway in Phoenix and slammed head-on into my son, killing him. And, that finding out the leniency that was shown to this man who had already committed crimes and was just given a slap on the wrist and left just to leave our country and committed
Bleeding soul.
Kill my son. That's what catapulted me into this fight. Angel families have experienced ultimate loss. It's nothing that I want to wish on anybody, and there's nothing I can say or any of the angel families can say or do.
I had a raid fail.
or
Sorry,
any of the
that's
board
all.
members or
I'm
members
just
of
happy
this
you're here. Thanks for
organization,
showing up.
To prevent, to bring my son back, to bring any of our loved ones back. But hopefully, something
Okay,
that we say
so
or do will prevent it
as
from
you guys
happening
can
to
see,
another
you guys remember the 7-year-old kid we were talking about a while back ago? We were talking about the 7-year-old kid who had a lemonade stand down there in Texas, had a lemonade stand raising money to build the wall. Raised millions to build a wall. The veteran who started a GoFundMe page to build the wall. You have people that need this wall built for their, not just the security of the country, but their own personal safety. I mean, seriously. This is what it has come down to, but they want to convince you that it's a racist act. It's a racist act. That's what they're telling you. And they'll be like, well, it's not going to stop everybody because 40% of people come over here illegally anyways by plane. No, those are the people who have overstayed their visas. The people that have come over here by plane are the people who have overstayed their visas. Did you hear that? Because of sex trafficking. About to drive. Be back later. All right, Fishing, Hunting, Gaming Chick. Thank you very much for the raid. As always, make sure you guys check out Fishing, Hunting, Gaming Chick. Out there, she likes to do some fishing. Not very fond of gators, I found out. But does quite well fishing, by the way. So, and she'll put most men to shame when it comes to her fishing skills. Yeah. But here's the thing. here's the thing with all this, okay? Now, I have a very simple argument. And unfortunately, I don't have the platform like Adam Calhoun, but I've been saying it for years when they talk about building the wall. Donald Trump building this wall. Okay, what is being said? Well, simply, do you got a fence around your yard? You got a front door in your house? I like to use the front door in your house, and people are like, well, yeah. I said, do you lock it when you leave? Yeah. Why? Well, so people don't come in and steal my shit. Oh. So when America decides that it's going to lock its door so people don't come over here and steal our shit, all of a sudden it's a problem. It's not the same. It is the same. It's the exact same concept. It is the exact same concept. How is it not the same? I've talked to people in the Latino community that are like, build the fucking wall. I talked to a woman who is a first generation over here. She's now has her kids and grandkids here. Came here legally to raise her family. Lost her job because they could hire illegals cheaper. Because Minnesota wanted to be a sanctuary state. I love people like Pelosi who said they are not criminals, but when President Trump wants to bust them there, they don't want them. Oh yeah, then they're trash. You're just dumping your trash on us, according to Nancy Poop Lucy. Okay, yeah, seriously. Then they're just trash. You're just not going to dump them off like trash. You know, and my favorite is the guys, the black community from L.A. You know, they're out there and they're talking about their neighborhoods, and there's multiple people now shooting videos of their neighborhoods out there in L.A. saying, "This is a sanctuary city." Our representatives keep saying how well they're doing for our community, but they're showing blocks of businesses down streets that are just closed. There's nothing there. Nothing there. Just abandoned buildings all the way down. Finding out that a lot of them, people couldn't afford to pay the taxes on them anymore. So the government actually owns them. And they're not even putting them up for auction because nobody's buying them. No, I didn't see that one. Mexican guy who took Trump's last name and called him daddy. Here's the thing. Latinos for LA, the largest Latino group in Los Angeles, came out in support of Donald Trump and building the wall. Came out and said that they did not. All right, Angry Grizzly, I appreciate the host. Thank you very much. Came out and said, plain and simply, build a wall. We don't want to be a sanctuary city. When Orange County or when LA was coming out saying they're taking a public vote on becoming a sanctuary city, all the large Latino organizations said, fuck no. But they did it anyways. Aren't these people there to represent the people, the interest of the people? When the popular vote in the community says no, and you do it anyways, there should be something wrong with that. Now people fire back at me and say, well, Hillary Clinton won the popular vote of the people. Maybe. Something to be said about that with all this tampering going on. I mean, just saying. You know, but here's the thing. You know, I don't trust electronic ballots. I don't trust them at all. I really don't. I don't like things that can be tampered with. Electoral college, yes. The electoral college, if we didn't have the electoral college, I want to point something out just so you guys know this. If we did not have the electoral college, this is what would happen. They would only have to petition cities like, or states like California, states like New York, places with the highest populations. So you take states like Montana, Wyoming, Utah, even New Mexico, states that don't have that high of a population. Okay, you take these states that don't have that high of a population, and their vote doesn't mean dick. They have no voice. This is why our forefathers, the Electoral College, by the way, is part of the Constitution. They wanted to make sure that every state had a voice. I mean, look at Minnesota. If you're in Minnesota, you know exactly how this works. Because how did our governor get his election? If we had an electoral college here in the state of Minnesota, we wouldn't have Tim Walz right now. Tim Walz won the key areas with the highest population. Changed his entire platform from the whole time he was a senator. Changed his entire platform. Yeah. We were just rocks and cows. If we had electoral college here in Minnesota, we would not have half. I promise you, we wouldn't have half the idiots up there that we got now. What has Vapor got for us now?
Eminem, huh? Is that who you are? You want to talk about my dad? In the empty garage? Ooh. With some Black Panthers behind you, raising your fist with some classic cars? You want to bash your president? Talking about he don't respect the military. That's why he's tweeting, hey, they're kneeling for it in the NFL to distract them from what's going on in the real world? No. You see, you taking up for all them spoiled fucking brats. That's right. Millionaires, the blacks, all in the NFL, getting big paychecks. Talking about, let's take a knee. Let's stand with their hand raised. No respect for the flag when the anthem plays. You stayed a state of rap, kid. Should have came to politics.
How would you like to meet that guy in an alley? How do you think Eminem would do against? He's calling out Eminem right now. Ernesto Trump. How would you like to find this guy, Eminem, in an alley? Not with your bodyguards, not with nothing. You talk about how you hooding from the 8 Mile. Well, why don't you go out and find Ernesto Trump? Go out and find Ernesto. I've been to prison with some guys like Ernesto. Yeah, go meet him one time. Don't be you claim you from the 8 Mile. You claim you from the 8 Mile. Come on, Eminem. You claim you from the 8 Mile. You claim you from the 8 Mile. Go on up there. Go meet. Come on. Go meet him. You talk about you hood. Go meet him. He'll be happy to come see you. I promise.
See, me and my dad say fucking them because we Trumps. The whole U.S. supports them. That's why they voted him in office. Yeah, we're going to build the wall. So what? Why? Because we're trying to protect our own citizens from all these motherfucking people trying to come in, refugees, illegals, terrorists, ISIS, and that's wrong? Yeah, it's gonna be made full of bricks and bars. Something you ain't got, something you ain't had. A couple years now. Now let's talk about your fans. You want to say, oh, I'm going to draw a line on the sand? You're either over here. If not, fuck you. I was your fan. Back from Eminem, Slim Shady. All your fans is what they got you the money, got you your houses, got you all that, got you your fame. Now you want to spit in their face? Talk about it's either Trump or me. It ain't me? Fuck you. The fuck is wrong with you? You think anybody's gonna respect you? You turning from rapper to a politician in a fucking garage with your fucking pussies behind you, and you want to sit there and raise your fucking hand? No. You're gonna respect my daddy. Fuck you, Eminem. I'm Ernesto fucking Trump, kid. All this shit. You a disgrace. You look like a pedophile now with that fucking beard on. Shouldn't you be at home? Take care of Kim and Haley and your psycho bitch mom? I'm in Naples. You 18 miles away on Marco Island. Maybe I should pay you a visit, knock on your door, see how many fucking nuts you have. Cause this Trump's got nuts. That's what my dad does, what he does. You don't want to see me roll up on your fucking house. You won't come out, cause you a bitch pussy. Talk about my dad ain't got nuts. You're looking at something that came out of his nuts, son. I'm a beast. You don't want to fuck with me. Should I drive to your house? Are you gonna come out? Or are you just gonna be pussy? You can get on your little speaker, your phone. Hey, Mr. Trump's at the gate. Don't let him in. Cause I'm pussy. Yeah, I can make this viral video in the garage and talk all this shit, but fuck you, Eminem. Don't talk about my fucking dad.
Damn.
That's right. So fuck you.
Eminem is secretly...
Anybody that ain't with Trump, fuck you.
Secretly,
Anybody that runs with Eminem, fuck you. That's still Trump, motherfucker. United States of America.
But Latinos don't like Donald Trump.
Got your back, Dad.
That's what CNN tells you.
Y'all's president. One thing. Hold up. I get it. Your motherfucking ass is too motherfucking jealous, right? Because my dad is all over the motherfucking social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. And where the fuck are you? They don't forgot about you. But they didn't forget about Dre. Because Dre's a stupid ass sitting out here like a motherfucking politician telling his motherfucking fans, fuck you. Stupid ass motherfucker. Calling like, the coffee's hot. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck you. Your wife's a thought. My dad is hotter than lava rocks. My dad is Twitter king. You can't even get a motherfucking like. That's why you're mad. Because us Trumps are all up in the fucking media. Where the fuck is Eminem? Oh, that's right. Eminem just fucked up his name. Fuck you, kid.
That, ladies and gentlemen.
Leftist?
Oh, yeah. So, let's figure this out, okay? Never seen a reaction video from Eminem for this shocker. You won't. Eminem ain't that stupid. Eminem can't be that stupid because I'm not going to put his crew out there, but their crew is all over the place, and I don't think I'd want to piss for them. Eminem wouldn't be safe anywhere. Oh yeah, that wouldn't be smart. That wouldn't be smart at all. So, Eminem, thank you for the dirt road dollars. I greatly appreciate them. I know they don't come easy.
We're making them dirt road dollars way out yonder, having them holler.
I really appreciate y'all, man. I want to spend the last 4 minutes here telling you how much I appreciate y'all. Because of you guys, the Invasion Nation has moved forward in leaps and bounds. As we get more people over here to Twitch, we've been investing in equipment to make better streams, make better content. And the Redneck Tech and I are still covering everything, a lot of the stuff out of pocket. But you guys have greatly been helping out. You guys have been absolutely. We're not going to put that out there. Jerry, you'll have to look that out there. I don't want that put out on my stream. That has to do with a crew, and I don't want to get on the wrong side of them. Not that I'm scared of them, I just don't want any problems. So you'll be able to look that up on your own. So, Bubba, good morning. Good to see you. Yeah. So here's the thing. Grandma Jerry, thank you very much.
Making them dirt road dollars, way out yonder, having them holler.
Here's the thing. Because of what you guys have done and everything that you guys have contributed, we are able to move forward and advance. We're able to do things that we haven't been able to do before. Yeah. We just love the boss lady, don't we? Uh-huh. Yes, we do. We do. We love the boss lady. We love her very much. Thank you, little Miss Airhorn.
Making them dirt road dollars, way out yonder, having them holler.
Cripper, thank you.
Making them dirt road dollars, way out yonder.
Oh, well, we know we don't like you. Damn, all right, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Little Miss Airhorn, Bubba K, thank you.
Them dirt road dollars, way out yonder, having them holler.
Greatly appreciate y'all, man. And because of you guys, we're able to keep moving this forward. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Thank you very, very much. And, you know, and we're continue to move forward and... Fucking baby shark. Leave it to Ruger Wife to come in with the baby shark. Come in with the baby shark. I'm trying to get thank you, so we're going to just piss me off. Come in with the baby shark. But really, this has been a big experience for me. Yeah, little Miss Airhorn coming in with the bagpipes, and we got Ruger Wife with the air horn. I don't need my eardrums today. I swear I don't need them. I promise you I don't need them. This works great. Lolly loves it when you guys do this, because then when she goes to talk to me, she's like, hey, and I'm like, what? What? Huh? All day long. Quit your bitching. Listen. Damn it. All right, you win. You win.
Got it!
I love that one. That one's my favorite. I love that one. I do that joke to people all the time. Little Miss Airhorn coming back. Thank you very much.
Them dirt road dollars, way out yonder, having them holler.
I found the oh no, we're not. No, that is not the perfect. Yeah, she did find a Baby Shark keychain, and it plays some dumbass tune to it. It doesn't play Baby Shark, but it plays its own dumbass little tune. I'm like, no. And it has a flashlight in it when you do it. No. So, but anyways, a lot of you guys for years would be like, oh man, you know, put out clothing, do this, do that. We'll support you. And I really, you know, I never wanted to go that way, and you guys kept asking for it. So, and the Redneck Tech and Romaine Berg stepped in to help me out. Thank you, MM. I greatly appreciate it.
Making them dirt road dollars, way out yonder, having them holler.
And what had happened was we put it together just to see, and you guys came out. We had a vendor come out and say, hey, you know, we'll help you out, and people just came together. People came together, and because of you guys, this is all what it is. And it's continuing to grow, and it's growing at a much larger rate than I ever thought. You know, you get kind of complacent within the 5 years of doing stuff, and you guys have just showed me 100% that you want this to grow, and we're going to TwitchCon because of you. You know, all right, Lene, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Making them dirt road dollars, way out yonder, having them holler.
Matt, I appreciate you.
Making them dirt road dollars.
And I don't.
Way out yonder, having them holler.
And I want you guys to know I never take any of this for granted. I know this doesn't come easy. You guys are all out there working your asses off just like me. You know, I never take that for granted. I mean, it's a very humbling experience when people are willing to come out and support you and help you grow. And the fact that we're going to TwitchCon and the fact that, you know, you guys want us to learn how to make this better and how to do these things and you know, and helping us out getting the Redneck Techs stuff up and going. I think the Redneck Tech should do a stream from the big command center. That thing is fucking awesome. So, but there may be things in there he can't show. I don't know that I'm talking out my ass right now because again, I know he handles a lot of sensitive information. So, I see the donations are still only at $50 though. He's not going to get waxed with that. I want to see him in pain. Yeah, that's all right. Listen, as nice as that would be, we're okay with that. So, anyways, I got to get out of here. I've got to get to work. There may be some schedule changing coming up. I may be able to run the morning show a little bit longer because there's some schedule changing coming up. I'm in the process of working all that out. The night show, again, guys, please know that it's sometimes like situations come up at night like last night. I will do my best to start streaming that shit. I keep forgetting to do that. My friends are not opposed to being on there. They're great people. Here he is at Eminem's house. What? Oh, we got to see that real quick.
So as you can see, this is Eminem's house, 1549. And I went and knocked on the door, not on the door, but I did the intercom. He don't answer the door. I screamed through it, but I told you, Eminem, I'll come get you, motherfucker.
Damn! This motherfucker is serious! Yo! That motherfucker is serious! Man! Yo! My man is on it! We gotta find that guy. I don't care if I just talk to him over the phone. I seriously want to talk to that guy. I really want to talk to that guy. Seriously. Whoa! That man is on it. We gotta have to see if we can get a hold of him. I want to talk to that dude. For real, I want to talk to him. And we fix it. We fix it. And I'm wondering if we're gonna be if I would take time out of TwitchCon just to do an interview with that guy. I really would. No, and I'm not worried about my safety. I actually I've earned my respect through a lot of those communities. So, but yeah, that would be freaking awesome to just even do a interview with him. So, no, you are not working on it. Listen, 33 days to go and that $50 is mine. That's what I'm doing. It can stop right. Listen. Yeah, he was serious, man. He ain't playing. So here's the thing. That donation bar can stop right at like $300. And then I go get a new trolling motor for the boat. I figured out what the deal is, everybody, with the batteries in the boat. Yours truly, because I don't know enough about boats. I want to tell you first and foremost, I screwed up when I bought the batteries for my boat. I did not realize that there's two different types of marine batteries out there. The marine batteries that I bought for the boat are made for starting the main motor. They're not made for running the trolling motor. That's why I have a very short life on them. Thanks to Twyla up at Advanced Auto Parts. She educated me on that. She's been in the parts business for about 8 years. If you guys want to go check out some stuff up there, I'm working on doing a Redneck Invasion account up at Advanced Auto Parts, and that way you guys will get a parts discount up there. I order most of my parts through those guys. I have a previous business account up there. The business is no longer active, but the account is. It's basically a cash account. You guys would get serious discounts up there. I'm working on that right now with the new manager, store manager, Kat. So as soon as I get some time to go finish that up. All right. No! Stop doing that! $5. Like I said, stop right about 300. I can go get a new trolling battery. But go all the way up to 300 bucks and just stop. I get 2 of them, stop at 600. But that $1,000 mark, got 33 days. If it's 900 bucks, no, we got to raise $1,000. Yep, Advanced Auto Parts in Wilmer. So I will be. I'm working on that currently. I'm just letting Kat get set up with her new management position, stuff like that. She's wax on, hair out. Shut up, Matt. Asshole. Anyways, y'all, I'm running late, but it's worth it. I appreciate y'all, and I appreciate all y'all's support, is what I'm getting to. D. Red Fisher, thank you very much. Another streamer coming in. Make sure you guys check out D. Red Fisher. You know, my wife and I are actually dropping our satellite TV just because of the fact that we pretty much watch Twitch all the time. So we'll be getting rid of satellite TV in favor of supporting Twitch and watching Twitch. So that being said, y'all keep them cold, keep the bottoms up. I greatly appreciate y'all. And the Redneck Tech is bound and determined to get me waxed, asshole. So I love him, but I fucking hate him. So utter idiot, yeah, man. I don't know why that doesn't come up. Utter, I have no idea. But we're in about 2 hours today. So if this new schedule change works, I will be able to do probably a half an hour, maybe 40 minutes longer on the morning show. So we'll find out. Musky Fisher, good to see you. But I've got to go right now. I'm not getting any closer to getting it taken care of by sitting here talking to y'all, even though I love doing this. I love hanging out with y'all. I love talking to y'all. I could literally do this damn near all day. Just sit here and talk to y'all. But with that being said, y'all keep cold, keep the bottoms up, and Redneck will catch you tonight. I'm going to make it a point. I may be able to do that for you, Tech. Yeah. I will, I'll get on that. I know I got some stuff that I got to get taken care of. So we, probably a little bit later on. Give me a couple hours, guys, and I will probably be on Redneck Tech Support. So if you can get on there, if y'all can get on there and even just lurking, yeah, we'll get on there and do that. So we'll holler at y'all later.